This will be our official shot into it. So the game doesn't freeze anymore while people are joining, or what?
I don't know. This is my first multiplayer I'm joining.
It says you joined. Oops, there's a vehicle.
Yeah, I haven't used the multiplayer yet in this game.
Yeah, this is my first time too, so this will be exciting. So exciting. Let's do that, and then change that to, oops. Oh yeah, no, it does, still does a little bit. And then, automatic stop and go, yes. Saved, there we go. Okay, let's try that.
I already hate the in-game machines.
What? How? They're so amazing. Best machines ever made, man. Okay, I'm just gonna go park this truck over at the spot where we're gonna be attempting to log and see how it goes here. I think I go up this road 6,000 or 7,000 miles and then take a left. I always forget this is traffic now. It's like, I think I'm going the right way. Am I not? Oh yeah, I am. Okay. And we
There's
own
in-game voice chat?
He sure is. I can hear you twice.
That's crazy.
There is? Oh my god.
How do I turn that off?
I don't know.
How'd you turn it on? That's the real question.
I don't know, it just came on.
Weird. Must be a key or something. Yeah, it shows your voice is lit up in the game.
Is it good now?
Yeah, there you go. You fixed it.
Oh yeah, there's just a setting in general settings there.
Oh, that's cool. Forcing people to use voice chat even if they don't want it.
Oh god.
You guys played any single player stuff yet, or not so much?
I played a little bit of it, but there's just so much stuff you can do. It's like, oh, I gotta relearn how to do farming sim.
Yeah.
And lots of farming.
Farming. Yeah, I never did the farming stuff, but
Are we just driving this stuff out here?
yeah, might as well for now, I guess. I don't think low betting will be much faster.
Whereabouts are we going to?
So wherever the truck is here, I guess we'll start here, I suppose.
Oh yeah, I see you up there.
I think this is our block. Yeah.
Wait, we can use the new AI just to send them to there.
Can you? How do you do that?
Yeah, there's you just go into your map.
Okay.
And then click on a vehicle, one you want to drive there.
Yeah.
Or hang on, let me figure out how to do this. Oh yeah, sorry, you go down to the little steering wheel icon just below the map one.
Steering wheel, okay.
Click on the machine you want to drive there.
Oh, I see. And then set destination.
Yeah, and then you just click wherever you want it to go and it'll drive there for you.
Oh, that's cool.
You got a game up there, Jordan? Or?
I do. It's just under FDR Logging official. Oh yeah, look, they're driving out there. That's kind of cool. That's what you're talking about, Al, hey?
Yep.
The little driving thing.
I know.
That's handy.
When the game first came, I went to go try logging in there and I cut down one tree and I got mad at the stupid equipment and I just never have since.
Actually,
AI worker D has stopped working unexpectedly. Target is unreachable.
dismiss worker.
They do get stuck.
I'm trying to drive this thing forward. Why can't I drive this thing forward? Oh,
Your worker's probably still hired.
open AI worker. Oh, there we go. I got it.
You sure you got the game on?
Yep. It's under FDR.
It took a while. It took me a while to locate it, but it came up for me.
Is it still FDR official?
Yeah.
Yep.
Must be SDS. Tell me the sound of your beautiful microphone.
Yeah, I know, it sounds awful. I
That's
got
funny.
mad, broke my other controller, and went to Walmart, got a cheap $20 one, and it sucks.
Oh yeah. Only allows so much through, hey?
Yep. But that will be fixed come tomorrow.
Sweet.
So,
Always nice to get
what
upgraded
map you on,
giddies.
the Alien Grant?
Set destination. I'll set you there.
Not popping up for me.
We doing 22 or 19?
22.
22.
2022.
What map are you on, dear sir?
What is this? Elm Creek. I was like, I actually don't have a clue.
Still not popping up. But
Doesn't even show up on the list either.
that's what I'm saying. it's
Well,
not
those guys
showing
got
up
in.
now.
I wonder what they did.
You
I
can't
just-
search it up. You just have to look for it.
I
can't-
searched it up and it came up for me, so.
Oh, I tried to search it
It's
up.
set
and
to 16
Oh,
players,
okay.
maybe? I don't know.
I
Does that
found
matter?
it. I found out how to find it. Just type in, because if you put FDR, it looks for maps. If
Oh,
you
I
just
see.
type in FD, it will pop up the game name.
What the heck is going on here?
Bro, there's so much glitchy stuff in here. Like it's insane.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I filled up a silage pit with like 2 million liters, and only got 300,000 of it. The rest of it was glitched. Can't scoop it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Just a couple things that ain't great, hey?
And if you grab something with your hands and try to move it, it crashes every else again. I've had
Oh,
that issue.
your voice chat's on in-game. Hearing you
cut that
twice,
out.
brother. I don't know how you turn it off. Ask one of those guys.
Go to the general settings icon, so the gear icon.
Mhm.
Make sure mine's
Go scroll all the way down to where it says sound and voice input mode. Turn that off.
voice input mode. Off.
Thank you.
What's the name of the game?
FDR Logging Official.
There it is.
So what do you think so far about the game, Jordan?
I think what just happened kind of sorted out what I think. The
Oh God.
okay, so I told that crawler thing, the mulcher, to go out there, and it got stopped in a lineup of cars, and then it just
Huh.
made a whole bunch of really high pitched wee-doo-doo sounds, and it shot off into the air, and now it's sitting on top of its head.
That makes total sense.
that makes
I
exactly.
can't wait to watch that later again when that video comes out. 'cause
The
that's-
fact you're surprised is actually surprising.
Well, I've never seen. I've done some pretty crazy stuff. I've never had that happen. And I don't know if I can flip it back over again. I have to reset that one. Sweet Jesus.
What the hell?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's almost like
freezer
they
even got
should have tested this game before they launched it. No.
Wow. come on.
No. No.
I want to know why I no longer have the Kloss DLC. The
Oh?
saddle truck. What the hell?
It gone. How do you reset a vehicle in this? Is it just click or reset? There we
Same
go.
thing. Something
Oh, it's-
Are these cuttable?
Not with that, they ain't.
There we go.
And these ones right here, if you cut these down, be prepared for chaos. Because they got invisible collisions on them, and
Oh
you gotta
yeah,
pick
I've
them
seen
up.
the pictures. It's bad.
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm gonna tell this. I'm gonna tell this to drive out here.
I figured you'd be on the Alien Grip map.
I was thinking about it, but then I was like, no. Didn't want it. By the next time we play, I'll have a map, at least a practice map, ready to go.
If you keep coming forward, guys, it's in the processors. There is a strip down under the hill right here that you can cut on if we can find a way to get down there.
Oh yeah,
What is
no.
the password?
There's no password. No password, though.
Did we just keep trucking up this hill?
Yeah, it just
yes.
keeps coming up here. You'll see me. That's the only thing I can think of. If he let me on this.
Yeah, we own how much of that?
Uh,
I think it's up. Oh, you guys are too high now. I don't own above that.
Skirt.
all them trees that's down below that is the big ones. That
Oh, and you can't
use
cut
the
those ones?
processor for. You can, but you can't cut them with the harvester
Oh, man.
processor. Those are the ones you got to cut up with a chainsaw, like individual pieces.
Oh, for shit's
There's very many
sake.
trees down here to cut.
Yeah, they're down there. There's a couple.
Oh, there's a few anyway.
I'm gonna sell that piece then. Sell.
What about at the very top of the map up there? Is there anything up there?
So up there, you said, in that next section? Oh, I can't buy that section though.
Oh, because
What
it's a
is it?
park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like how they divided the map up in this.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I have a demo map that I'm doing right now. Just I'll get something for us. Just it won't be like super fantastic, but at least something we can do logging on. Because this is kind of stupid.
Yeah, the best way I found, I would just like start a multiplayer cheat and just like get a bunch of money, buy like the biggest field, and then just go into like
Placeables?
landscape mode and just plant a bunch of the good trees or the gooder trees in the game and just
How do you get to landscaping
that.
mode now?
You go.
store.
Yeah. You press your back button, scroll all the way to the bottom, or whatever it is you
It's
use.
at the bottom.
Yeah,
Street's
you'll
not
see where it says
suitable.
construction.
Owned item,
You
leased
click on-
items, packs, objects, tools. No, I don't see construction. So like P, your purchase menu, your buy menu.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, where like you buy all your packs and stuff. It's at the main bottom. It looks like three lines sideways. It's
Oh,
got
this.
animal dealer.
Oh,
woodwork.
I see. Okay. Hold on. Oh, construction. Jeez, don't make that
I'm
any
gonna tell you,
convoluted.
thing though, the terraforming tool is awful.
The what?
The terraforming tool is awful.
Oh yeah, that was in the last one too.
Well, you actually, could actually smooth something out in 19. With this one, it's
Yeah, this one's
chaotic.
garbage.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Like you try to
hold on.
smooth something out, it brings everything to like a point.
Okay, so this is our
Fucking
land
needle.
again. Let's I'm gonna see if I can do some stuff here. Can you plant trees in the editor? Oh yeah, okay, good. Can you plant
Yeah.
trees that are plantable? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, I see. Man, this is sweet. We have to build our own map before we can play. Brilliant. Brilliant. How do you
Fantastic.
how do you increase the size of your fucking thing here?
I don't know about on keyboard and mouse.
What does it say? Change brush size and an M. Oh, that makes sense.
I think swivels all the way around.
Yeah, I know, dude. That surprised me because on 19 it only went like halfway.
Yeah. Oh, we
Alright,
got some snow, it looks like.
there we go.
Oh.
Okay, I'm building. I'm gonna build us a
It looks like a mirror.
change brush shape V. Change brush size N M.
Apparently, I just had to re-download it. You're a pain in my butt
I'm
today.
gonna build us some forests here, boys.
Alrighty.
So just when you drive in from where all the machines are parked in front there, like where the little houses are, that's where I'm gonna. Oh, I see you running around there. That's where I'm gonna build a forest in those two little field areas. Because building forests is fun.
I
It's
mean, it
like
honestly kind of like let me down of like how little. I mean, 19 had more logging on their maps than they do on these ones.
Oh yeah, I know.
There is one good section in this map, but that's it.
I'm gonna give you guys the full logging
It's like
experience here.
It's like the top left down a hair where the sawmill is right across from it. You can buy that
Oh
whole land.
yeah.
That-
I know what you're talking
That's the
about.
only decent spot.
Oops.
Cost
Jesus.
1.2 mil.
Yeah.
Of course you can't. Yeah, can't buy that. That's okay. You know what? It won't matter, because I'm gonna build a better map. So don't you frickin' worry.
Oh, we appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, look, I found a collectible.
Is it gonna be like flat map with a bunch of good trees.
Yeah.
There's an extra
There'll be some
$2,000.
hills, but they'll be like rolling hills probably or something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. I'm gonna make just like a little dinky map for us, like a really just something to keep us entertained for the time being, and then I'm
A
gonna work
holdover
on
map.
Yeah, and then I'll make a proper one.
So how's the editor? Is it like the one on 19? Or
Yeah,
is it
it's really glitchy, but it's going. Do I have enough money to put all these trees down? I might have to take a loan here.
Well, that collectible I found you give you an extra $2,000. That was all I could find.
Practice forest, man. It's a practice forest. It's fine. They have like those spruce trees too.
What's the best length to cut to?
Yeah, I'm
probably 6s.
Trying to figure out
Yeah.
what we should cut at.
What the hell kind of tree is this? Oh, a hickory tree or something? You can't put down spruce? Of course not. That would make sense. Pine it is. Pines for everybody. You get a pine, and you get a pine. Look under your chair. You get a pine too.
Yay.
There we go. It's like all of our money. But we have a forest now.
Yay! Time to start murdering trees.
Oops, what kind of ground did I put here? It's like kind of like mud or something.
Before you touched it with like the dirt, it looked just like a mirror. I'm not even joking.
That's funny. Just a big reflective ground. Well, there we go. See? We got a logging area now. We're good. Build our
You actually
own.
have to run these through. That's crazy.
What's that?
You have to run the tops through, like it doesn't let you drop them.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid. Oh, you can't like turn the head off and back on again?
Won't let you drop them at all. You have to run them through.
Oh. Weird. Super weird. Man. That's wild. Something about the look of this game that just weirds me out. It's like the contrast or something. I don't know what it is. It looks so
Looks
weird.
cartoony.
Yeah,
like
I don't know. Something
cartoony,
really
yeah.
weird looking about it. I don't know what the
The
hell.
only
that's
way I got rid of it was I turned everything wide open. Like I went to like the GeForce experience
Yeah.
and let it choose its own customizations and makes it out from there. And it actually don't look too bad, but it don't look like 19 at
Huh.
all.
Weird.
I just close your eyes, it'll be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just close your eyes. It's never
Nobody will
happened.
know.
The part that's bugging me is there's no straight trees in this game. Like they're all crooked ones. Like I've
Yeah.
never been able to I was playing with the editor this morning, and I can't find any trees that are just straight, like without crooks in them.
They all have a crook at the top at least.
Yeah.
Like all the pines.
Are you gonna try to make your own trees, or you just?
I don't know. If, with the season stuff, it's gonna be probably a pretty big pain in the butt.
It's gonna take a while, I'd say.
But
See, like this top here, you can't draw. It's so stupid.
Like if you turn your head off and on again though, like push
Yeah,
the B
it
twice?
just stays in there until
Oh.
you run it all the way through.
Really? That's weird. I hope that's not part
And
of
I'm
the
also getting messages that says tree is too thick in this position.
Oh.
That's what she said.
Destroyed.
Your excuse is no longer valid.
Yeah, right. It's like you tried and you failed. Alright.
Yeah,
well,
what you got? You got to slide up a bit and then slide it back down, and then usually it'll cut.
Yeah, I gotta go play with the
Yeah, they made
graphics
it so
too.
you. Yeah, they made it so you can't like snip the stumps off, so they just or the stumps so they don't disappear.
Oh, I see.
Kind of stupid. But the tops, they leave a little bit of tree or limbs.
Yeah, they don't
stuff on
process
them.
it all the way. I was pointing that out earlier. Doesn't quite cut them.
I do kind of like when you do cut down a tree, the foliage changes on it.
What's that?
On some of the, like the like a maple or oak or whatever
Yeah.
Oh,
shit
oh.
trees they got in there. If you cut it down with a chainsaw, the foliage changes
Oh.
on that tree. It like dies.
Taking me with you.
Oh, you locked them. Yeah, I think the locking straps grab vehicles too now, don't they?
Yeah, I didn't think they'd grab that far though.
They actually did a pretty good job with the locking straps for once. Like, things stay on the trailer, they don't glitch out.
Oh, that's good.
At least base game stuff. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I think it's just any collision now locks to everything. You don't have to have a specialized thing for it anymore.
right.
So it seems like anything will lock to anything now.
Yeah, like the, what was it?
I was gonna position it where we can load on each side of it, and I was just gonna load all this big pile and put it on there.
Oh, like the combine headers, they actually, like, when you unhook it on top of a header trailer, it
Yeah.
immediately jumps into place and stays there.
Oh, okay.
So does anybody else having an issue out of the trucks not wanting to pull out of the tracks?
Like getting stuck on the spot kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like flat ground, like they just stay
Yeah,
constantly
Al was
stuck.
just doing that in his little game that he was playing, and he's trying to pull up a hill and it just spins.
Bro, it's just smack on him pull out in level ground. I can't even turn it around.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something not right there for sure.
I was looking at the, I think it's the Super. This is the Superliner.
Yeah.
But the tires, like if you go into it and look, they rotate different directions.
What,
Like
really?
The front set of tires, yeah. Like sometimes, like the front set of tires will go forward, and then the back set will go backwards.
Oh, weird. I wonder why. That's weird.
I don't
That
know, but it's
explains a
only
lot.
certain times. But like once you get it moving, though, they both go the same direction.
You know, it's
But when
really
you're
funny.
first pulling
In
out-
that Komatsu processor, as you're turning, the window wipers like move with the cab, or move
Huh.
like against the cab. It's so freaking weird. I was laughing about that earlier. They're like glitched
Right.
out.
You tell me they had 3 years to make a game, and they made
No.
it worse than a game that they made in a year.
I don't think they did anything for 3 years. I think they did all this in the last like 3 months, and then just released it.
Probably.
I doubt.
I gotta
there-
restart my
I
computer.
doubt there's 3
Shit.
years of development in this.
I mean, 19 was better. It only took them what, a year.
Yeah, literally. Yeah,
They
that's,
had 3 to work on this.
yeah, I don't know really what the whole thought process was on, or at least like even on testing it. Like I don't think there was a lot of testing that went into this at all, if any. So so
By
much.
the looks of it, hardly any.
Like I said, we don't mod full time, and we do more testing than this to test this shit out. Like I just don't get it. Everybody, there's a whole bunch of people that are mad because I was really shit talking this game in my introduction, but I'm like, it's true. Like, I mean, you can be as mad as you want, as much of a fanboy, but there's a lot of shit on this game that is not better than 19 and is exactly the same as 19, so it's not like
That's
a big
like-
difference, right?
Are you in the Ponzi right now? Or
Yeah,
not?
I'm just flicking logs at it.
Do you see that log that's on the left that is like,
Floating in the
got
air?
like, yeah, it's got like a 4-foot gap in between it.
Yep. And that's what I was explaining in that video I put out about the collisions being trash. Still. That's why I don't like these crooked trees. That's why I like the straight ones, because the straight ones actually line up in the cab, but I can't find any straight ones. Because these, like, look how much spacing there is.
Yeah,
Like if I go to the editor, I can see all the missing collisions sticking
yeah,
out,
that's what I was doing. It looks absolutely insane.
right? And that's just not acceptable. Like, that's terrible.
I'd say it's gonna be really hard on like to get your machines back. I mean, you know, for like the stuff that they've done like in the game, like they've changed.
Well, I
I
just
think it's
need...
gonna be really hard. Isn't
The
it?
hardest part right now is the editor isn't reading, and I hope they fix it, 'cause it's just a glitch in the editor, but it's not reading multiple materials on a machine. So when you try to bring it in, it just, half your faces are missing on your machine, and it looks like trash. So, I don't know. I honestly just don't know.
I can't wait to see what mining and construction economy is gonna look like.
There's mining in this? Or you mean
Well,
like
I'm talking
modded?
about mod.
Oh, yeah.
That was actually a really good mod for 19.
Yeah.
I mean, I am glad to see them bring, you know, some sort of like production into it, because, you know, that makes it a little, that gives you more to do than just do the same task over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah, I just hate
My game
these
won't launch
trees.
now. What the fuck?
Yeah. I got so used to your trees.
Oh,
and not
you were in it, Victor. Good.
Yeah.
And then when I came and started playing these, it was like, I didn't even.
I want to
log
see if I
here.
can bring over trees from the last game. That's what I would want to see. But my problem is I don't know how the seasons part's gonna work. Cause these in like seasons, like they should.
They lose like if you change the visual month, their leaves should fall off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go play with that right now.
I was gonna say there's a way to set it so that it'll look like July, like all year round, no matter what the date
Yeah.
is.
What's it
If you go
under
into the
calendar?
menu.
Yep, I think
No.
so.
No,
Seasons
it's under
calendar.
settings. No, go into your game settings. It'll
It's
be
the one
like
with the tractor.
seasonal changes, yes. How many days per month, and then it'll be
Visual,
Oh, yeah,
like
okay.
effective month.
fixed
Oh,
visual
I
month.
just
Seasonal
noticed
growth.
something.
What's fixed? Oh, fixed visual month. March.
Yep,
Yeah,
that-
like it'll do the seasons, but it won't actually physically change. It'll
So
just stay
that's
like August
March.
or whatever you set it to.
Okay, I just set it to April. Does anything look different in April? April.
looks brighter.
August.
Brighter, I guess.
May. June. Oh, there you go. June made the trees thicker.
Yeah, June made the trees
July,
thicker.
August,
definitely.
September. Oh, September, something changed. Just the light. October, November, December.
I've also noticed, Vipers, I don't know if you noticed it yet, but if I jump into the Mac, the name disappears.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so then you don't know who's driving what.
Exactly.
Yep.
Huh.
I think within due time that should change.
Yeah, hopefully, hey?
I hate how big they made the objects on the map. I mean, you can't even see like where anything is. Like if you get like how we are right now, we got all this equipment area. Like you can't see what is where, like at all.
Yeah.
Can you rent a harvester? All my balls are all stuff now.
You keep cutting out. What are you saying, sorry? Can't hear you, Victor. I get like every third word.
Yeah.
There we
I-
go.
Said something about a harvester.
That's all I
Yeah,
got.
could you rent about me
I
harvester?
have no more money.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, this is it. We spent it all on trees and what we got. We got nothing, man. Hey, where's that, I want to play with that mulcher for a minute. Mulcher.
Bro, that thing is cool, dude. It
I like the
flies
mulcher.
speed
This is
and
the only
everything.
good thing about the game so far.
Yeah. And it actually physically like deletes the stumps instead of just like deleting them partially. so you
Yeah.
can't hear them no more.
I'm just trying to cut down as many trees as we can to see how the physics handle.
Ooh, this thing sure likes to shake. Holy man.
What's that?
The Komatsu harvester thing.
yeah.
Holy god, it's just ripping.
She's a bumpy
And I'm on my side.
tool, that one.
I find though that like it climbs over the stumps and stuff pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's got good suspension. It's just, that's it.
Yeah.
Bro, there's a lot of wheels in that thing, dude.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
lot.
I like how they only put 2 wheels on this guy. So that you can actually, if you high center your track, it just falls through. It's like, okay, that's good.
Spread on one log at a time, stuff gets old pretty quick.
Yeah. Hey, look, the Komatsu fell over.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
he's
did.
just sleeping.
Just taking a nap.
Of course, there's
He's
like
tired.
nothing heavy enough to flip it over. You probably have to use your arm. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. There we go.
Who's in the other buffalo?
I don't know. Because you can't tell anymore. Is that a setting? I wonder if that's a setting.
Mm.
I don't know, but whatever happened, my game went literally like 2 frames a second. Oh. Oh, he changed the vision mode, that's right.
Weird, eh? The lighting is so messed up. Oops.
I think I got my graphics too high for this.
Yeah, I got mine at absolute max. It's actually doing quite well considering, but that's why I want to knock down all these trees and make as many piles and just leave it all together and make a big mess. Because I want to see how it handles. What we need is a feller buncher so that Al can really wreck the entire map, and then we can see exactly how much it can handle.
Oh, get ready to drop it.
See, these things work pretty good with dual joysticks.
Yeah, surprisingly.
I just hate the lack of controls. Oh wait, what are you talking about? The Komatsu or the Bison?
Too. Like, I mean, it'd be cool if you could control the claws and stuff, but
Yeah, that's
like,
what drives me
just-
nuts. Can't turn the head, can't control the claws, can't lower the head, so you can't process off the ground.
yeah.
I'm just like, what is wrong?
But like
It
the
looks
arm
good.
and stuff works pretty good.
Yeah, it's aight.
Shoot, big is way too much. Oh. They got pretty cool sounds though for like when it's bumping. It makes like racket. Kind of
Oh.
cool.
Yeah, I don't know, I didn't even notice that part. I think I got my volume down too low.
And if you're tipping a trailer, your tailgate rattles and everything, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to get into the machine side to see what the sound effects and stuff they have set up for Badang.
On the base game equipment, I think they did a really good job.
Except for the
Compared to-
chainsaw.
Yeah, well that I don't even classify that as equipment. That's like that's a freaking powered
They kept
hand
the same
saw.
thing in like, what, 15?
Yeah.
Whee!
Well, mine's, yeah, well, at least the in-game one's so glitched out. Like, the audio cuts out or, like, double plays its own sound effect. It's like, and then just goes silent.
Starts
like,
over. Yeah, starts over
oh.
after you're done cutting and then stops.
Yeah, you're like, oh, good, good.
I hate how you can't move around your camera. Like, if you're on, like, crane camera, you can't move around the
Yeah,
camera.
you can't
see
look
nothing.
around and change your view.
Yeah.
It's an
you're
easy
like
setting in the
moving
XML,
around.
but it's funny they didn't include it. It's their way or the highway, man. Come on.
Is
I
that
just had a lot
Maltridge
more
hook
hope for it.
around?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's why I like this thing. I can put that effect on a bulldozer. If we can ever get our models in the game. Ha!
Yeah, because I like making my decks out in the block and then making roads to it, but
Oh,
when
yeah.
the bulldozer didn't have its plow effect on the blade, it made that kind of hard.
Yeah. Well, it'll have it now, that's for sure.
Yeah.
In time. All in good time.
I love how the AI is just casually walking through the logging zone.
Yeah. They're like, this is normal. This is fine. Guys, don't worry about it. This is totally normal.